And if you aren't trying to climb the ranked ladder, don't play ranked. Alright guys, good morning, and before we get into some really sick Rocket Racoon gameplay, which I'm really excited about as a Rocket Racoon player myself, I'm going to start off these videos with some general tips and various information for the game that I think we're all going to want to see from various creators that I've kind of compiled on YouTube and so forth. So let's get into it here. So this first one is basically... Well, I'll let the guy speak for himself. By the way, links are in this description for all these videos.
Tactical flashbang, boys.
A shortcut through space.
My God, what is this shit? Okay.
Go.
I can't see.
Executioner.
What is happening?
Have you guys seen this yet?
What did I just see for half a second?
Okay. So for those of you who don't know, let's just real quick. This is a LunaSnow ult as she's falling infinitely between a Doctor Strange portal, right? And they're calling it the LunaSnow's tactical flashbang. Haha.
What?
And what you do is there's kind of a glitch on her ult is if while you're ulting with LunaSnow, you bind the switching between amplifying damage and healing on your mouse wheel, and you just continually scroll upward and downward, like back and forth really quickly. You can get the full effect of the healing the entire time while also sometimes getting the amplifying your damage trait for her ability as well. So you always healing and also a lot of the attack damage as well. So it's like, you know, pretty much the best of both worlds. Anyways, but obviously they're kind of doing this crazy visual exploit here.
What did I just see for half a second?
I mean, how are you going to target that LunaSnow without some kind of huge AoE, right? So anyways, just really like that. And I got one more for you here.
So here's a general rule of thumb for duelists. If you're already a few minutes into the game and your allies have 6, 7, 8 kills and you have like 2 with barely 2000 damage on the board, then do everyone a favor, including yourself, and just swap. There's nothing wrong with switching. Like sometimes certain characters just aren't working. I've had games where I'm stinking, I'm doo-doo, but halfway through the match, I swap heroes and boom, now I'm making moves, clutching up, really impacting the fight, and then we win. I feel like this problem is highlighted when there's 3 duelists. Like if there's 3 DPS and it's quite obvious that one is severely lacking, then he should switch. If it's you, then do your civic duty and swap. If it's somebody else, then you can respectfully request in the chat for them to hop on a different hero that they're good with. If you see your team already has 3 duelists, don't fucking choose another DPS, okay? Stop it.
Stop it. Get some help.
Alright, so for most games, the core, the lifeline.
Okay, that's pretty much what I wanted to show you from that video. And I mean, he said it perfectly. I'm so tired of low elo babies in my lobby. Trying to, you know, I'm tired of getting into a game with 5 or 4 duelists because everyone is just too childish to switch. They don't want what's better for the team. They just want to, they have to pigeonhole themselves into the character. Maybe, and I don't know. I mean, usually I think it's just people being immature and stubborn, obviously, because you'll notice this will not happen in higher elo lobbies because those people actually want to win. It's only going to be in the lower elo lobbies, and it's super frustrating. This happens across all games. But you know, one of the benefits of climbing out of like super low elo, less greedy people who just will actually want to win, you know, they actually just want to win the game. So they'll play whatever is cohesive for the team, you know, and also, you know, try to learn more than just one role. If you only play one character from one role, that's a huge detriment to your self if you're trying to climb the ranked ladder. And if you aren't trying to climb the ranked ladder, don't play ranked. Okay, so let's get into this Rocket Racoon gameplay. I'm super stoked on this. let's go. All right, guys. Sorry, I had a game crash there, but let's get into the Rocket Racoon gameplay. Again, first video I've done, or I first like pro Rocket Racoon gameplay I found. So super excited to watch this. This is a tournament game, by the way. You got the ODM LMD versus the SW. Suf West versus Team Cats. I guess I should have just said that first. But we're watching Saipe. We've watched him before on this channel. Look, we also have Fee in the channel as well. Is it Fi? It's probably Fi, right? Lots of familiar players here you guys might recognize even more than myself. I'm still kind of learning all the players. You know, I'm sure they're coming from all different games, you know, so maybe if there's like a player coming from Counter-Strike, you might recognize that one as opposed to one that's coming from like Valorant or Overwatch, right? Or League of Legends. So very interesting to see people drop their games, say someone is playing Valorant, for example. I'm seeing this a lot lately. Valorant, it's some people love Valorant. I've spent a couple years pretty dedicated to it. I had a YouTube channel, a Valorant YouTube channel. But, anyways, people played that game a long time, and I'm seeing a lot of like people kind of switch over from various games coming to Marvel. Obviously, I mean, we hit the 20 million player mark the other day. I'll stop rambling on. We have tournament mode here, which I am just realizing you get 6 bans instead of 4. 3 per team, obviously, so that is pretty cool. That's new to me. We're seeing your very basic bans here, nothing out of the ordinary yet. And it looks like they opted to skip Blue's second ban, just to leave open whatever they're trying to get. So let's see what they pick that we think they may have banned. I'm guessing maybe Mantis. I mean, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. But yeah, leaving that ban open forces some interesting things in the pick ban, obviously leaving that space open. So I would love to hear the comms of both of these teams. You would learn a lot. So you know what? I'm going to see if I can get comms like that for you guys in the future. Because I think we could really learn a lot from, hearing what these pros are talking about, right? It's pretty, that's it.
Relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
So, yeah, I've not done a video yet on a tournament game. Just splashed myself with water.
30 seconds before
So this is a good way for me to start my day. Thanks for joining me today, guys.
Mantis, what's a raccoon?
Let me verify. I'm actually recording this. Okay, good.
Really? Then how come everyone keeps calling me a raccoon?
All right. So
You are cute and badass. The battle starts
Yeah.
in 5, 4,
so I'm really curious to see
1.
what can we learn for the Raccoon? I love playing Rocket Racoon. I just kind of do and use my gamer instincts when I play him. I've not seen any pro gameplay, so I'm excited to learn some stuff. Okay, right off the bat, he's putting his
Our enemies are near. You're ready for action.
okay, wait a minute. You can move that thing?
Relay
Okay. See, I didn't even realize that. But he puts it, okay, so he's putting it in a safe place. So right off the bat, that's something I have not been doing. I've just been putting that thing kind of out anywhere, I figured the closer it was to the fight, the more helpful it would be, but that may not be the case. And I'm guessing that's just simply because if it's out in the open, it's gonna get destroyed, right? I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist, no pun intended. I'll see myself out. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to understand that. I think one thing that we'll see here with his heals, if I am anticipating this correctly, is that you don't need to stack.
I need assistance.
You don't need to spam your heals onto one character if one is already kind of moving through and healing one guy. Because a lot of times you'll shoot 2 or 3 on one squishy character, and you'll essentially be wasting 1 or 2 of those heal balls when you could have been using that to heal somebody else, or switch to your damage gun. He's staying back here really nicely, like really far back. Uses his rocket boost to get up to a better vantage point there. Knows the map, kind of displaying his knowledge of the map very nicely. Staying at a harm's way. He's taking some damage here. I can get that out of the way there.
Half of the mission area. Keep going.
I'm really excited for this video. Out of everything I've done so far, this really makes me the happiest. Just trying to save the Doctor Strange there, but he goes down. Doge Biceps goes down. Great name, by the way.
This is real firepower.
Okay. Managing to stay alive here. He pops the ult, giving his team the damage buff.
An opportunity. I am barely hard.
So far, he hasn't had any real duelists come back and try to take him out. He's had it pretty easy so far. Magneto notifies about the ult.
This is a nice spot.
One thing I wasn't quite sure, because this is tournament mode, and I wasn't sure how it would differ, right? And obviously you can see in tournament mode, you still can have one Psylocke on each team, one Gila on each team. I was curious if maybe you would only be allowed to have one Mantis per game, but no, you can have one on each team, which it'd be interesting if that wasn't the case, right? Because then the pick ban phase would be a lot more interesting. And I mean, that would be more interesting, right? But that's just me. We'll talk about it later.
Control C's.
Is that 2 for 1? Did I get both of them? Relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
All right, so they're holding the point pretty well here. Let's see how he is doing on this Raccoon. Yeah. Doing decently.
The area's almost yours.
You're ready for
He's just spamming that jump. All right. Ooh, interesting combo of ults there.
I need assistance.
Yeah, they just deleted that Doctor Strange, didn't they? Let's watch this again. Dude.
You need some help.
You're ready for
He gets caught out. They see he has got a... Yeah. That's wild. Just like that. Just like that.
Control lost.
He's doing his Raccoon best to do all his Raccoon heals. You'll notice that he is not shooting
Past the halfway point.
the enemies. I don't think he's done it once yet.
against the world.
Really prioritizing the heals. That's interesting to me. I would have thought maybe there's at least a couple windows, right, where
Needed some help, didn't
he could have popped up some damage from long distance. Oh, great. Right back here. So, yes, we did have the one death. He's got his ult back up.
This is real firepower.
Why would I need
And I'm just trying to like take note of what I can here. I mean, nothing too crazy I'm seeing yet as far as like what I can gain from this, other than just really great positioning, kind of circulating, you know, where you're standing, what ledge you're on, to always keep the enemies guessing, you know, where they're aiming at. You don't want to just peek in the same place over and over and over again, or obviously they're just going to bop you, right?
Is that 2 for 1?
Control
Did I
C's.
get both of them? Yeah. Relay deployed. It ain't cheap.
Yeah, he puts those relays in nice hidden areas. I guess I wasn't sure on the range the relay had as far as reviving people. Like, in my head, I thought maybe we had to have the relays like pretty close to the main cluster of your allies. But it turns out that, I mean, I guess you can actually have it pretty far back, and it'll still revive people. Maybe you'll have it all the way in spawn, and it'll still revive people, as far as I know. What do you know in comments? They were so close to capping that there. Just bopping around, shooting the heals. Getting focused here. They found him.
Us against the world.
Okay. Oh. Yeah, chooses to... Okay, try to dash away. Psylocke will get you there. Okay. Alright, hey guys, sorry. My computer keeps... well, my client keeps crashing for Marvel Rivals, so... sorry about that, but... We are just gonna jump in here to do the second round. You didn't miss much. They won that first round. We're now in the second one. It's about to start. You had a few deaths there. Nothing crazy. I guess just the one. Just the one death. He's actually picked up 2 kills here with a whopping 510 damage. He is really just leaning into the heals, and I'm wondering if... I mean, why do you pick Rocket Racoon? It's not like he is the best healer in the game as far as raw healing, right? It's not like he's the best damagey healer as far as damage that other healers or strategists go, I should say. But you pick him because you either want his team-up abilities or you need that revive, obviously, or his ult. I think his ult does synergize very well with a team who's on comms and paying attention. Hey, I'm gonna ult now, or you can just hear the audio key, obviously, for his ult, and then you can just coordinate as your team. That's when I'm going to attack. Or maybe if you have an enemy team that is very divey, you can use that ult, obviously, to kind of fend them off. But yeah, he... Let's look again here. So, yeah, he's just not shooting. He's not shooting his gun. So, I mean, as far as easy playstyles go, honestly, like, this is about as simple as it gets, guys. He's jumping around. He's keeping good space and positioning, rocketing away when necessary. But he's just literally spamming his heal. He shot a couple bullets there, you know. But nothing crazy. Has his ults, does put it down. Kind of like what I was thinking earlier, you know, they engage on your team. It makes sense to pop that ult because that's when they are committed to that fight, right? You don't want to just pop your ult in if it's at all likely that it's going to be wasted, right? But if they commit to a fight like that, Psylocke pops her ult, and maybe you know, other people on their team are diving in. They're committed to that fight, whether they like it or not, and that's when you want to pop your ult and just kind of guarantee your team a lot more damage. Nothing too crazy. Nothing too complicated there.
We are undefeatable!
Hold up, team. You're ready for action. Don't mind me. I'm just dying.
You'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner.
I unleash the Vishanti's power. Team play.
By the way, guys, if you are liking this kind of content at all, you know, please consider liking and subscribing. I am trying to get this channel bigger, so I would really appreciate it. But I want to help you guys out too, so if there's any tips for me, or if there's some content you would like to see in the future, other heroes covered, other content, let me know, and I will seriously consider getting it out here for you, because I do like to do this for you. But I mean, as you can see for this video here, pretty straightforward Rocket gameplay. You know, it's not like he has some crazy combos that we had to learn, some like 10-button combo. Nothing too complicated. He was just keeping his space, really using the rafters, bouncing around, constantly jumping. Just, yeah, relying on his team to, I mean, really, he was just kind of there as a stat buff and a healer, to be honest. He wasn't shooting. He wasn't even really creating a lot of, like, he wasn't like diverting the enemy team that much. Like occasionally they would go and try to attack him, but only really a couple times, you know? So, I mean, I don't really know what to say about that. Obviously they had a really solid team. Very, very interesting. I don't know, guys. I think that's it. I'll see you in the next one.